Well, good evening, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Marcelo. I'm here today to talk about Bitcoin. Just a small disclaimer before starting. The idea is give Bitcoin as someone, as ourselves or someone like me would use, not as a trader, not as a crypto specialist. So the idea is everyone's talking about Bitcoin, but in the daily use, is something that can be commercial viable, or is just something that is a trend and you think? Okay, so there are many news about Bitcoin, right? Most of them are very good, especially last year. The prices were increasing, a lot of people make a lot of money. Some said that Bitcoin or cryptocurrency could replace what we know nowadays as money or cash, and we just use cryptocurrency. And there are some very interesting ones, like companies that just because they start to use blockchain on their name as an ISD company, their stocks just, the price increased. Kodak is a recent case, right? They just said, okay, I have a cryptocurrency now, and the stock price of Kodak has increased a lot. And other ones like Nostradamus, a French physician that wrote a book in the 16th century, was predicted the increase of the price. And my favorite ones, probably, I don't know if it happened with you guys, but sometimes you lose your hard drive or your PIN and you just lose thousands or millions of dollars in Bitcoin. So a lot of news, but how is it to use? I don't know if everyone here has used Bitcoin or tried to buy something, but so the first thing that I try to do is let me buy some Bitcoins, right? It's just missing the glasses there. In theory, you are eliminating intermediaries, right? And it should be cheaper also to buy. So you need actually to have a wallet and find an exchange. The easiest one to use, Coinbase. So I open an account there, and the easiest way also to buy Bitcoins is using credit card. So I paid a fee of around 4%. Actually, it was less than most of the markets, that is 10%. So, okay, my first experience, not so good. I still had to depend on wallets, exchange, and credit cards. So the intermediaries were there, and the fee were not good. But maybe because I didn't have Bitcoin, right? As now I have Bitcoin, I can transfer to another person. It'll be good, it'll be easy, and it'll be cheap. But again, it cost me £7. So if you go to a pub with someone, okay, I'll pay you Bitcoin, the £10 that you paid me there, just to make this transaction, it cost me £7. And it took 1 hour and a half. So if any of you guys are using Monzo or Revolut, you know that you can do transfer online at the same time and pay nothing at all, right? And the market average for making a transaction in Bitcoin is $13 US. But there are some peak times in December that the price rise to, in some of days, for more than $50 just to make one transaction. Okay, so transfer to another person didn't help me. So make a cross-border transfer, right? So bring money from Brazil to the UK. So I bought some Bitcoins in Brazil, converted to pounds. At the end, I had around 250 pounds. Before that, I used to use TransferWise. So I did the same thing, the same day, the same moment. The same amount in Brazilian reais gave me 263 pounds. So again, not better than using other technologies. And I tried to think, what else can I do, right, that Bitcoin can help me? So if now I have Bitcoin, if I transfer to, I don't know, Litecoin or Ethereum, or any other cryptocurrency, maybe it'll be easier or cheaper. But again, the same cost of transferring, the £7, the time, 1 hour and a half. And the worst case, because some of the wallets did not accept all the cryptocurrencies. So you need to find a new wallet, you need to find a new exchange company. And this new exchange company, you also charge you a fee. So at the end, I saw that what's happening, right? And all this should be easier, should be simple, and it's not. So I give you a really quick overview of how the Bitcoin process works and why this is happening. So we have the users at one point. Okay, so we when you make a transaction, for every transaction that we need to make, there is a fee that we associate. So we need to say how much you want to pay for that transaction. And the transaction goes to the Bitcoin network. There is the miners or supercomputers, right, that select some of these transactions and put them in a block. And this block go at the end to the blockchain. And these blocks are created in a certain period of time. You cannot just create a block anytime you want. And after you include the block on the blockchain, the miners receive some rewards, okay? So what is happening now with Bitcoin, at least with the current technology that Bitcoin is using? You have a lot of transactions happening. So at any point, you'll find there are around 70,000 transactions waiting to be processed. And you have, on the other side, a limitation on the block, because each block can have up to 1 MB at most of size. And they are creating an average in 9 or 10 minutes. So you have a lot of transactions happening, and you have a limitation of the number of blocks that can be created. You have much more demand than supply. And the miners, as they make money by the fees, they just select the fees, the transactions that they pay the most fees. Okay, so just to give an example, Visa network process usually 24,000 transactions every second. Bitcoin can process between 3 and 7 transactions per second. And not only this, because you can put more computers here to process the transactions, but the way that Bitcoin works, the process will become more complex. So cannot go beyond 9 minutes or 8 minutes. You'll be always like this. So we are putting more and more computers, more energy is being spent. So nowadays, to every transaction that you send on the Bitcoin network, use the same energy at 8 homes in the US. For the next year, it's predicted that mining Bitcoins, you consume at the same energy as the whole US, and 2020 as the whole world, just to mine Bitcoins. But I'm not saying that Bitcoin or other cryptocurrency will not change the way that we transfer money or we pay for our bills. What I'm saying is the current technology that Bitcoin is using, I believe, will not make this revolution. But have many other options. So think as Bitcoin as one currency. As you have US dollar, you have pounds, you have euros, you have Brazilian reais. So there are now 2,700 other cryptocurrencies already created, with a market cap of $550 billion. And not only, there are many created, every day people are creating new coins. So the ICOs, or the initial coin offerings, right now are happening 241 ICOs. So new coins are being open to the market right now. And 177 new ones are to start. And just to give a brief idea, where are the bigger markets? Japan has 45% of the whole market. USA is the second with 31%, and South Korea the third with 12%. If you are still interested in researching or investing in Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency, just to some websites that you can start using. Coinbase, it's very simple to use. You can enter there, create an account, link to your bank account or to your credit card. You can start using right at the same moment. But there are very few options of cryptocurrency to use. Cryptonator. And then you go to the exchanges if you want to go more advanced, and some wallets that you can also research. Okay? So thank you so much. Thank you for coming.